Andrew, what are we going to talk about this week?
We're talking about Elio,
Elio.
the
So,
greatest Pixar movie of all time.
I mean, it's definitely not the greatest Pixar opening, but I thought the movie was pretty good,
Oh
actually.
yeah, Pixar has openings. I didn't see it.
What?
Don't they have openings like a short? Is that what you're referring to?
No.
What do you mean by? Oh, you mean opening like box office
Opening
wise?
weekend, yeah.
Yeah, I thought Pixar movies had like a little short in the front always.
I don't know. Was there?
I don't know. I got there right when the movie started, so
I
if there
got
was
I
one,
got
I
I
didn't see
got to
it.
the movie late. I was talking to you on the phone yesterday and I was driving to the movie because I
Okay.
was like I better watch this movie. So,
Okay, so maybe there's a short, but we have
I
no idea.
have no idea, to
Yeah.
be honest with you.
Okay.
So did you stay for the end credit scene?
Nope. Didn't even know there was one.
A mid credit scene?
I didn't stay for it. No.
Okay, great, awesome. I mean, whatever. Who cares?
Not me.
I'm I'm curious now if it had a short or anything. I don't know. Tell me what you thought overall, Andrew, while I look this up.
I thought this movie was actually. I was expecting to like it less, but I thought it was pretty good actually. Um, it definitely doesn't deserve the opening that it got. Maybe with some word of mouth, but I doubt it would make a difference. Um, I thought overall it was pretty good. Had some good themes. Um, it was definitely better than that last Alien movie thing. That maybe that was like a Disney thing. I don't know. Whatever.
Strange World
Yeah, it was
that
better
we saw.
than that piece of poo.
Yeah,
So, um,
I mean that wasn't like a tremendously high bar, but yeah,
yeah, no, yeah. I'm
that
just
movie, that
last
movie,
cartoon alien thing that I remember. So,
yeah, was it? Were they? Was it even aliens? I
I
don't
don't.
even
They
know.
were like on some weird planet with different things happening.
Yeah, I don't. I don't even. I don't even. I thought it was like inside. I don't know. Whatever. I don't. I don't remember that movie. I don't care enough
Okay,
to get into that movie. I
not a
yeah.
movie connoisseur, I guess. Yeah,
I,
that's me.
I that is a movie that movie Strange World, we saw it on, I think it was Thanksgiving weekend, and the Strange World was in that giant whatever it's called XD
Yeah.
screen
Hmm.
or theater or whatever. We saw it with about, I don't know, 10 other people.
Okay.
The same day that Strange World, also the last Knives Out movie was out. We saw that movie on the same day. Knives Out, The Glass Onion, and Strange World.
Oh,
We
okay.
literally left Strange World with like five other people in it to a tiny theater, or not tiny, but small theater that was sold out for that Knives Out movie.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, Knives Out, that Glass Onion could have made so much more money, but they put it out for 1 week, and all the theaters were getting taken by Strange World. That was a complete wet fart. So I just remember going from like a giant empty theater to a tiny super packed theater. So yeah, and this one will have a similar track record, I think, for than like Strange World, maybe even worse. So yeah, I um, saw it yesterday, and yeah, the theater was not packed. Um,
Yeah, I was actually able to get tickets in town, so I was like, "Oh man, this movie must be doing bad."
yeah, it did really bad. And yes, I thought the movie was pretty good. Um, I liked it. Uh, I thought the family moments were good, um, in the different ways that is interpreted. Um, I thought the world was fun. The characters were likable. I don't think anyone was like annoying. Um, there was a couple things that like actually I actually like laughed at, like, and it wasn't just like, oh, kid like fart noise stuff. It was just like funny stuff that like anyone could find funny, I think. um and the kids in my theater liked it and were laughing and sad, and when things were exciting,
Hmm.
so that was fun. I i thought overall it was a pretty solid movie. um
Yeah, the theater
I
I saw it with clapped at the end. Like the audience I saw it with liked it for sure. It's just nobody went to go see it.
Yeah, unfortunately, it was a movie that no one went to go see in this first weekend, and I thought it was very well done. Um, the secret movie on Monday, this last Monday, was Jurassic World. Um, so I already saw that. Um, but I had the people were having fun in that movie just as much as people were in in um, involved, and you know what's it called, when you're like in,
Immersed.
interest, immersed. That's a good word. That's not even the word I was thinking of, but
Oh,
that's a good word.
okay.
Immersed in, engrossed in the story, and kept their, focused on the story. And I thought it moved, I mean, it's an hour and a half movie, so obviously, but I think it moved really well. The pacing was good. I thought the writing was pretty good. um like I said, I was laughed, I was moved. um you know I thought there were sweet moments in the movie that worked for me. um yeah.
Yeah, that's my best praise. Is yeah, it was cute.
Yeah.
There was some things I like smiled at, but it was not like haha so funny, most hilarious thing. But it was good.
I liked the little ship getting pulled in by or the little ship. He's trying to, kind of go after the big ship, and then he's like smacking the big ship a whole bunch of times. I thought that was funny. And then like the
Mm.
big tractor beam like grabs the ship in.
It was
I don't know.
funny enough. Yeah, I didn't think it was
Little
that
goofy
funny,
stuff like
but
a little
yeah.
goofy stuff like that makes me laugh. Maybe it's just the noise a bunch of times makes me laugh.
Mm.
It kind of reminded me of there's actually a Pixar short called Lifted, where it's like this little alien guy's trying to abduct a guy, and he's asleep, and he like cannot get the, he has so many controls he can't like get the, it kind of reminded me of that. And I like that short. um you know so um you know if we met aliens, what how would they kind of like interact with the humans?
Okay.
I'm saying this movie is that, and it, most of the time people are like, oh, they either attack or whatever, kind of thing.
Yeah, yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
I I like that it was like something different, and I like the little, like the technology that they used and stuff. And I mean, it was mostly just you know a plot convenience thing,
Yeah.
the technology, but I mean, that worked for me. um, but they used like language and stuff as, actually integral to the plot, and obviously it helped him get out of situations and things like that. But so this Elio's character is neurodivergent, is the term. um, so he doesn't feel you know um accepted by the kids, by other kids.
Oh, they're calling it something now?
Uh, with
It's
it's
just
a
an outcast kid?
no neurodivergent, like he's autistic.
Oh, okay.
The term is neurodivergent. Is
Gotcha. I
is
had no idea. Just thought he was a normal kid.
yeah yeah no he's on the well I from what I understand he's on the character is on the autism spectrum. Neurodivergent is the word instead of using whatever other terms, outdated terms. So
Understood. Yeah.
anyway, so he he feels like an outcast, and he thinks, well, maybe being not on Earth will change, help, change his life. Um, and you know, he gets abducted, and they think he's the leader of Earth, and they he meets the little um, alien boy or whatever, and they
Yep. And
learn.
hijinks ensues. Yep. That's the
Yes,
synopsis of the movie. Yep.
indeed. Yeah, I liked the movie. I'm gonna give it like a 8, 7.5, 8.
Okay. I'll give it like a 7. If I did halves, I'd do like 6.5, but I'll give it a 7.
Yeah, I liked the movie. I thought the movie was good. Um, I mean, I think Pixar has been the last three I've liked. This one, Inside Out 2, and Elemental. I liked all three of them. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think they're on a bit of a streak on quality. I mean, the you know it's hit and miss on the money, but what can you do on that?
Yeah. You're also a week behind How to Train Your Dragon, so.
Yeah, that was pretty dumb. And this movie originally was supposed to come out last year. Um, the There was a trailer for it that came out years ago, for
Okay.
originally for this movie. So they basically reshot this whole movie. Um,
Mm.
and the director of Coco was the original director. In the credits, there's actually, it says the two directors, and then after like the main credits, like the moving credits and everything, they have another set of credits, and then it says directed by him, because they kept his he still got a credit for directing the movie, even though they basically reshot the whole movie with these two other directors, and they one of them directed one of the Pixar shorts. It was like Burrow, which is like a rabbit short, and then Domishi, who directed Turning Red. Those are the two ladies that directed this movie, the ones that get the main
Mm-hmm.
credit for
Yeah.
directing this movie. Um, so yeah, um, so yeah, this movie was made and then made again, basically. So um,
I'm sure they won't lose any money on this one.
they spent a lot of money on it, like $300 million. So yeah, it's gonna be a big loser for them.
Yeah.
Which is too bad, because I think the movie is pretty good.
Yeah.
Um,
It's
would
pulling
you
me down in the thing, so
pulling you down?
yeah, in the draft. Because this is one of my picks,
Oh,
so it's going to make me
yeah.
absolutely nothing.
Well, that's what happens when you pick only kids movies, pretty much. Some of them don't hit. Mm.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, you had a movie that came out last year that made 1.5 billion, and then you never know what. And then Elemental lasted forever and made like over $500 million, and that movie didn't open very well. So you never know. But yeah, uh, that's too bad, because I think the movie's pretty good. I'd say check it out. Um, if you like Pixar, check it out. I mean, you could probably wait to see it at home. You don't have to see it in the
Yeah,
theater.
I'd say this is a good Disney Plus if you have it. So I'd say.
Yeah, I mean, I'd say that, but also they're not going to make more original stuff if you watch it at home. So I'd say check it out. But
true, but as me saying go see it is not going to change the outcome. So,
Yeah, yeah, maybe. Um, so
are you wanting to tell me the spoiler of the mid credit or?
oh yeah, so we can we're gonna go into spoilers here. The mid credit is just he's doing the ham radio with his buddy or whatever that he the
That's it.
yeah, he's doing the ham radio, and then you see like the purple staticky or whatever, and then you hear the what's his name, Glorden, saying like "What's up" or
Mm,
whatever. Yeah, it's not like
yeah, no, I get it. I didn't like the ending because it was like she wanted to be an astronaut and he wanted to see the aliens. Why didn't they both just stay with the alien people? I feel like that would have been a better ending. It's not like they really had anything tying them to Earth. So,
um the message of the movie is not go complete somewhere else completely and change
yeah, no, I
completely.
get it.
The
But I don't
message
like it.
is you can find people anywhere that are like you. You're
Okay,
not a
we'll stay
complete
with them then.
outcast. But that are not aliens or whatever. Like in real life, the aliens are going to show up and you're going to be accepted into some aliens.
I guess. We don't know about that for sure, but true. Hmm.
And also there's there's nothing wrong with him. He's just fine. He can make friends at
Yeah,
home.
but why would you want to stay with regular humans? This is a dumb ending.
I mean, his home is where his home was or whatever. And no, and yeah, it's okay. But I agree that it's not like he's gonna be like, "See you later, aunt. I'm out of here."
I didn't say
Um,
he needed to see you later. I was saying the aunt should just come with him. She wanted to be a flippin' astronaut.
yeah, it's not quite the same, but that's okay. Um, Whatever.
I don't know. There's aliens now, so there's no need for astronauts. You can literally travel outside of Earth whenever you want. So in the story's timeline, it doesn't really make sense. I'm just
Well,
saying.
unless they go away, I don't know. I don't care enough
I
about
get it.
that.
Uh,
um, uh,
Sounds like a very mid credit scene.
yeah, the mid credit scene was not like something crazy or anything. It was just like a little
Yeah, yeah.
thing.
I'm glad I didn't stay for it.
It
Yep.
wasn't even it was like 30 seconds long, and all you would have to do is waited for like the
Too
first
long.
little bit of credits,
Too long.
like probably a minute.
You should have just said Elio and then immediately showed it if there was going to be anything.
Well, we'll just tag it in on the end. That doesn't even make any sense. Whatever. What there was something I wanted to talk about, but uh, hmm. I don't know. I liked all the stuff where he was like hanging out on the ship and everything, and with the why can't I remember this alien kid's name?
Wasn't it just like
Glorden.
Glorbin?
Glorden. Glorden.
Glorden. Mm,
Yes, I liked all that. I think the character is cute, and the their little their the relationship between the two of them was nice. Um, I mean, it's a boy character. I mean, I like the the character being. It's not a girl. I feel like there's been a lot of girls stories about girls recently, so I
okay.
like so there was that. I mean, and a nice end to outcome of a relationship with a boy and his dad. I liked that, um, where the dad's you know swaddles him or whatever. I thought that was nice, um, a nice visual, uh, and it worked for me. I mean, uh,
Sure. Yeah.
you know, I don't know. I'm not a dad or anything, but I mean, we
Is
had a
that what you're
single
saying?
dad and
Yeah.
everything, so that
Okay.
was,
You want to
I
be
don't know.
swaddled. I got
I don't want to be swaddled. I'm saying it was a nice visual.
it.
I think it was a nice, a sweet thing, sweet moment there. Um,
Yeah.
I don't know.
It was a cute movie, I think is what you're trying to say. Yeah.
Yeah, but it was more. I feel like a lot of people just go, "Oh, the movie is cute," like
Yeah,
whatever.
that's pretty much what I felt about it. Yeah.
Well, I thought it was better than it was a cute movie
Okay.
because that's where people just say that to just to be like, "Oh, whatever, who cares?" That was just a kids movie, and I think it
It
was
was.
better than that. It was not. It most kids movies talk down to kids. This movie wasn't talking down to kids. It was talking straight to them.
I
Um,
appreciate that nobody like puked a million times or
no one
farted a
puked. There was
bunch.
some
Yeah, yeah, no, I
farting.
agree. Yeah,
Yeah, it was
I
pretty
gave it. Yeah, I said
straightforward.
it was good. It's slightly above a regular kids movie. Yeah,
Yeah, I thought it was pretty good, and I got it kind of like in the middle for Pixar movies overall. Um, so, and I have it actually decently high on my ratings for the year so far.
yeah.
So
This year hasn't been that great.
I've liked quite a bit of the movies I've seen this year. I say about half and half. Um, I haven't. There hasn't been a lot of like straight bad movies. It's been like
Fair.
one or two bad movies, a bunch of like decent or okay movies, and then some like good to really good movies. You know, so I mean, I liked this movie, and I thought The Materialist was good. How to Train Your Dragon was good. You know, I think there's been quite a. I mean, we'll get into Jurassic World in a couple weeks, but you know, so I mean, it's been good so far. I'm hoping F1 coming up here is going to be good. We can maintain a streak here. So, um, yeah, I'd say check out the movie. Kind of a bummer that it's not doing that well, but what can you do? It's not. Uh,
It's not Toy Story 6. Oh well.
it's
Moving
not
on.
Finding Nemo 8. So
Yeah.
what can we do?
All right. I think that wraps up our episode. We'll see you guys on the next one. Until then.
This has been the Daniel and Andrew Show. Thank you for watching part of the Daniel and Andrew Show. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a new video. If you don't like looking at our faces, no problem. There's always a full audio version of the podcast wherever you find your podcast. Thank you and enjoy.